So we should have the propeller back here that we already named. And we've got this part, which is, I don't know if you can see it because I don't know if the quality came out really good last time, but it's X0 Prop 1 blur cone. And basically what that means is that's going to be a blur. So we want to move this up. But what we want to concentrate on is going to our hierarchy, right? And this is what I said. Down at the bottom of your 3D Max, if you open the hierarchy, you'll see skeleton propeller. And then you want to just click on the skeleton propeller and look for this point. Now once you look for this point, you'll see this. Now if you notice, the propellers are all facing the wrong way. So let's just go ahead and rotate this, snap it at 180 degrees. Like so. Okay. And then once we get this 180 degrees, we'll move this in. So let's see how to get these propellers working. So to get these propellers working is, so we have this one. This is the old one. And this is our propeller right here of our new one. So what you want to make sure first of all is this is the still one. So it says 0 prop still. And this one is 0 prop 1 still. So you want to make sure that you copy this by dragging 0 1 prop still into here. Now go ahead and align it, and I'll teach you a secret. So if you align this to your old propeller as close as you can, right, like so, and you just say the magic words, please. No, go ahead and check this. So check this right here. We want to check this memory point. So let's find out where the memory point is. It's right here. So that we want to relocate. So we want to relocate our prop to that memory point right there. Otherwise we're wasting our time. So we'll just put it on the edge of the memory point right here. Right? And then we'll grab that memory point, which is skeleton propeller, and we'll move that in like this. And that'll move everything. But we don't need this anymore. And this is prop still 1. So we'll just get rid of this. And we'll just do this by just selecting it and get rid of it. And then we'll just delete it here. But we still have the hierarchy intact. All right. And now let's go ahead and push this in. And what we want to do is we want to align this to the other body here. So let's just do the snap and let's see. It's not going to snap, is it? No. Of course it's not. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and drag it down. So we'll go to the side view. And we'll go ahead and drag this down. So we'll just grab the memory point. Actually, let's go ahead and look. Let's grab the geo, line it up to the memory point right here. Okay. Now all you have to do is grab the memory point and move it down, which is the dummy. And then we can just, grab this here, right click, and then isolate. And then let's just see. I mean, yeah, that looks pretty good. So there we go. We got our propeller. Okay, so now we right click and we end. So now we have this part. This is blur prop cone. We can use the same texture as the old aircraft. So we got our still. So let's look at our hierarchy. So right now our still is here, which is what we want. We have our prop. So we'll go ahead and set it like that. Okay. Like I said, we're going to have to redo these anyhow. So let's go ahead and just, so we have that cone, but we have this cone. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. Okay. We'll just call that cone 1 for now. And let's go ahead and just grab this right here. So we'll grab this and then I'll select 5, which is that, and I'll make a duplicate of that, like so. Okay, we'll just add it to element right now. And then what we'll do is we'll just delete this, which is prop still slow, and we still have the name. And then we'll just go ahead and we'll click attach and attach it to this one. Okay, now you have our new prop. So that's, I believe ours is 3-bladed, so we can just take this and we can grab the pivot, which is way back here. We'll dead center it. So what we'll do in this case is we'll go isolate, front view, and we'll go to wireframe, and then we'll go ahead and align the pivot. We'll snap, and we'll move that pivot. For some reason, the pivot's not moving. What the? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Let's see. Now snap it working. Okay, so we'll just move the pivot. And we'll move it as close as we can to the center of the circle, right here. And all I'm doing is moving the pivot, assigned area of this, and you'll see why. And then we'll go to the sideways view, side view, and then we'll just move this in like so. Like so. Ooh, like so. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn that off, and we're going to go back to our our geo, select those, and then we're going to detach them for now. I know we just reattached them, but there we go. And now we can rotate this like so, and we'll copy it. And then what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and shift click this, shift click this, shift click this, and this, and then, well, we could probably duplicate that one all the way around. So let's see, let me do that right now. Go here and duplicate that. Okay. Hold on, let me see though what this one is. This is one. This is one. Okay, so they're both the same family. So what we're gonna do is take this and we're just gonna shift hold it like so. Cool. And then we're gonna shift hold. Ooh. Somehow that got away from me. Shift hold it right here. Okay. Copy. We're gonna shift hold it right here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the front view, and we're gonna just line these up the best we can to make them seem like a 3-bladed propeller, like so. There you go. And now we have our, so we're gonna end isolation mode. We're gonna make sure that this is not attached, but it should be because it is one, unless we make a separate group. Let's see. Blur cone. So let's look. Yeah, see, so that's not attached right now. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and we'll click here, and then we'll say attach, and I'm on blur X0 prop 1 slow. So I'm just gonna turn these now. There we go. Cool. So when the blade's moving slow, you've got this happening right here. So let's go ahead and put this into place. The top view. There we go. I mean, we could probably line it up better, but let's go ahead and just do this for now, and then grab this like so, and just do that. There we go. Okay, so now we got slow. Now we have blur. So this is when the plane's like going really fast. So or the propellers are going really fast. So let's look at this really quick on wireframe. And see, that doesn't twirl, this just blurs. So go ahead and attach this like this. Just drag it in. And then go ahead and attach our blur cone in SKL as well. All right. Okay, now that we got all this in place, let's have some fun. So let's see how these work. So if I go here, and I go to just the memory point. Remember the memory point I showed you? Well, if I go to just that memory point and go to Babylon animation groups, you'll see prop animation. So what is this talking about? Well, if you look down here, we have, 5 animations over here on the keyframe. And here it says 4. So what we can do is we can go here and we can say, well, you know what? I really just want this to be 10. Right? And this is kind of what I did with the helicopter I'm working on. And then I'll go here, and what I'll do is I'll unhide the slow, and I'll see it really quick. Okay. Go ahead and spin it. Right? And probably want to line up the things to that, but we'll do that after. And then we'll go ahead and we'll set, so we'll put auto key on, and then we'll go ahead and spin it, right? And we'll go ahead and spin it backwards, not like that, like this. And then, because propellers, when they go super fast, look like they're doing weird stuff. And then we'll go ahead and we'll go back here. See, we'll go forward and then we'll go back again. And then we'll see if that looks good. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now that we got that, we can stop the auto because we're recording frames. And now we got 10. So let's go back to that memory point, and let's go ahead and go to Babylon Animation Group, and we have that to 10. And we know that's skeleton. How you know that's there is it says skeleton propeller. Now, if you start this from scratch, you can actually go to Babylon, right? Exporter, no, sorry, not exporter, flight sim. Create animation group from selection. And then you just want to create a prop anime. And what we're looking at here is, you go pop and show you really quick. Where did I put that drone? Drone template, here we are. So what we're looking at right now is if we go in our package sources, right? So we go in our package sources right here, and then we go to sim object, airplane, we're going into model config, right? And then if we look in our DA62, we see propeller template. Nope, I'm in the wrong one. This has got to be it. So if we go over here and look, we go to package sources, airplanes, model. There it is, simple aircraft, because we're doing it based off simple. So what we're looking at is this. See that? Prop anime. So it's basically the prop animation. It's 100 length long, but it's not. It's actually 10. But you just put like 100. You can put 10 if you want, but I think you'll break it. So just be safe, put 100. And you have prop 1 blurred, prop 1 slow, prop 1 still. Look familiar? So if we look back at our model, oh wow, prop 1 slow. So what is prop 1 slow? Well, that's this propeller. Prop 1 slow. Oh, so wait a second, how does that work then? Well, okay, if you have problems and it's not animated, it's because you don't have prop anime. You need prop animation because it's the main animation of the skeleton itself. And then the rest are just behind it. So if I deleted this, so what you can do is, what you didn't know is you can go here, right? And when you're doing animations and you mess up, you can just go here, right? And just say exclude, right? And now you hit confirm. But what I want to do is, this is props blurred. So I want to go to prop blurred, prop 1 blurred. This is it. And then I want to say, well, go ahead and add to viewport. There it is. Now I don't have the cone in here. Well, let's go ahead and look. Where's the cone? Prop 1 blur. Oh, there's the cone. So we just select the cone and add that in there, and then just, you know, exclude that and confirm. And there you go. Now it will rotate. So you have your blur cone, you have your blur prop. Now let's look at slow. So let's fix slow really quick because it's driving me nuts for a second. I forgot there's holes. My bad. So let me go detach this really quick. All right, close mouth. So now what you want to do is you want to reattach this all. And then what you want to do is you want to attach these two to, let's see. So this is no longer needed. Okay, so now we got blur prop and then blur slow. So what we can do in this case is we can attach this to this. So now we have blur slow. So let's see. There we go. Sweet. So if we look at that too, because that's part of the memory point. That's just on the geo because we're not selecting the actual memory point here. Because if we look, or dummy, we're just selecting the geo itself. Because the memory, the dummy is right here. We're just selecting the geo itself. So if we look here and we look at this, we see prop 1 slow, 1 through 5. So that means somewhere on here, 1 through 5, we have an animation. And if we look, control. That's right. It's actually controlled by this, and then this geo right here. This tells it just use 1 through 5. But I think, yeah, we changed that 1 through 10. So let's go ahead and put 1 through 10 there. Confirmed. Yeah. So when you change something, you want to make sure you put it back. Okay. So then we'll drag that there, and we'll isolate Actually, we don't want to isolate, we just want to turn them back on. So there we go. So all that's left is which one? So we did Propeller and the cones in it. And then we want to see slow, which you got, and then we got still. Okay, so now that we got those, let's go ahead and see what we have. Oh yeah, we can do the ailerons as the elevators as well. So we can go here. This will take longer to do if I do it the other way, but normally you can. So what you want to do is you want to look at where this point is. So this is a skeleton and this is the memory point, right? So what you want to do is you want to line this up here, because the farther this is off, the weirder it's going to be. So I'll just put these for elevators, but normally we can go here, you know, and detach these, right? And then if we're going to have to two elevator points. So we have our elevator right here, our memory point, which is right here. And then let's go ahead and drag this out. So we'll just call this the T. Okay, just call it. And we'll get the name, right? We'll get the name of the elevator, and we'll call it X0T. Or X bracket T for some reason. So X0T, okay? Now let's go ahead and do this then. So we have that. That's no longer needed. So just go like that. Now we have our memory point. Now we're gonna have to duplicate this memory point, because if not, we're gonna get some funky stuff going on. So we'll say elevator 1, and then we'll go here. And what we're doing is we're playing with the memory points. And we'll go here, and we'll find elevator 1, which is right there. And we'll go ahead and drag it, and we'll turn it with the rotation of the elevator that we're detaching. Now, of course, we have to call this elevator 1, 2. So, not 1, 2, but, you know, 1. Whatever. You know, you get what I'm saying. 1. So, let's go ahead and we detach these. But what we're going to do now is we're going to delete X2 because we don't need it anymore. And we're going to detach these separate. So we're going to select 1, and we're going to call this X0 elevator 1. I think that's how it's spelled, right? Yeah, it's just capital. Elevator 1, and then we're going to detach this one in object mode. Select element here and select this one, and then we'll detach it, and we'll call it elevator regular. So this is elevator regular, right? So if we look here, that's elevator, scale elevator. That's going to be the main one, which in this case, I'm going to have to keep that right there, I believe, because we're going to have duplicate little dummy points, and we're going to have to straighten this out with the angle here, and you'll see why in a second. So then I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to create elevator 2, scale elevator 2, so. And then, so we got scale elevator 1, we got scale elevator, and then we got, what is this? Oh, that's not what we want. Those are fins. Okay, so now what are we gonna do here? So, well, we're gonna make sure these are aligned. And we can see that by like that, but this one obviously not aligned to the horizontal of the line. Okay, you got it. Okay, and then just go like this. And yeah, pretty good. Okay, now that you have that, these are dummies, right? So you want to attach this geo to that geo. So let's go ahead and see what this one's called. It's called elevator 1, and we know this one. So we'll put this, and we'll call this 0, 1. Okay. Now, what you want to do is go to auto, into animation line, and I believe the elevator works like this. So you want to set it to local, otherwise it's off. And then you're going to go like this. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there you go. So let's see how that looks. Yeah. Huh? I mean, yeah. Not perfect. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Okay, cool. Maybe we want resting point straight. I don't know. I think these are supposed to be rudder, but I don't know. I don't know how the drone flies, honestly. I didn't look. Sorry. Let's just go ahead and change this really quick. Let's go ahead and straighten that out there, like so. There we go. All right, let's see how that looks now. Yeah, okay, cool. Of course, we have a hole, but whatever. All right, now that we have this one's moving too because we just copied this elevator right here. So I just basically copied this. Now, if you want to go from scratch, if you're like, well, I don't understand. Well, I get it. Just go like this. Just delete the keys, right? And now you have nothing. But now you have to see how things work. So we know the first frame is going down. So you're going to have to say auto. Or you can like manually set a key. You can go here and just say, oh, I'm going to set a key. And But we know the first frame is going down. Now, you see how it's not moving with it? Why is that? Well, because this one is called what? This one is called elevator. And this one is called what? Elevator 2. So let's go ahead and copy that into elevator. So let's see that. No? Did I get it wrong? Elevator, elevator, elevator. Elevator 2. Elevator. Yeah, so elevator 2. And let's go ahead and copy it. And there you go. So now we're going to do down. And because you didn't use pre-existing, it's going to be really hard to mimic. And then we have to look at the other side. So we see it goes down and then it returns straight. So it stays down, down, and then it goes straight. So we want to go down. It stays down. Okay. Then we want to go straight. So we want to go to this here and straighten it out to the best of our ability. And go ahead and add a key. And it's not taking a rotation. It's just doing still. So do the auto for this. Because otherwise you have to set rotation and everything else. So go ahead and hit down. Right, and I'll just do it so you can see like that. Okay. Set a key because we're not moving anywhere. Okay, and then go to 3, which is you're going straight. Like so. Oops. Going straight. Okay. And then if we look at the other side, it's going, I believe it's going up now. So it's going up. Yep, it's going up. And then, yeah, it's just going to stay there. So we're going to go up again. Sorry. Need to revert that. I skipped a frame. Oh, okay, now we're going to set that. We're going to go 4. And we're going to set the keyframe there again. Okay, now we're going to turn that off. So now if we look, there we go. And we got gaps and stuff, but we can close all that in Geo. And like I said, you can take this memory point if it's off and just move it in and out. Anyways, this is just about for the basics. So now you got that. So now you want to look at these memory points. You want to look at the main skeleton, which is right here, the movement. And we have skeleton elevator. So we have a problem here. We have a skeleton elevator, but we have these. So these need to be in the skeleton elevator. So drag them in and drag this one in, which is right here. Skeleton elevator. Okay. Now you have all these nestled in, right? And these are nestled within. So this would be 0, 1, be 0, 2. So now you want to go to the elevator and you want to make sure you include this. So you have skeleton elevator. That's great. But we need to include skeleton elevator 1 and elevator 2 now because they're part of the geo now. So just go ahead, and that means it's excluded. And we actually did 1 through 4. So we'll say 1 through 4, right? And there we go. So now we got the propeller, we got that. Let's go ahead and save. Okay, let's export. So if we hit export, now what I'll do is, let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna shrink this really quick. 1 second. I know it's like blackness, but I can open Steam. I don't know what side it opens up. Come on, Steam, where you at? Where you at? Gonna open up over there? I'm gonna open up over here. Okay, cool. Good, good. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and launch Flight Simulator. Let me use my Steam Deck here. Flight Simulator. Cool. I don't know why you're asking that. Okay, so now we're gonna export aircraft model LOD00. Okay. And we're just gonna keep that default right now. Animation groups, they're good, they're yellow. It says no keyframe at 201, that's landing gear. We haven't did landing gear yet. And we'll do 1. Okay, we have 2 errors. No face, mesh light. So that light, we'll do that later. We don't need that right now. All right, let's wait for Flight Simulator boot up. So we've basically got most of the stuff we need. We have the memory point has aileron right and aileron left. So you want to take these dummy points, and they're already right here. Right here, you see them? They're right there on each side of the plane. You want to bring them as close as you can to the wing. So let's go to top view. And I'm talking about the memory points. Now, once you get the memory points in place, see them? Which is scout aileron left, scout aileron right. Let's go ahead and move the ailerons in. We have flap right, flap left. So go ahead and bring these in. Just the geo. We're just moving the geo right now. Right? And then we can move, there's the ailerons right there. So we'll move the left one in. Okay. Like so. And then we'll move the right one in. So what we'll want to do is, let's go ahead and move this away for a second. What you want to do is align these. So basically it's very simple. You already have animation to these, but the animation is based off how far away this is. So what you want to do is you can go here and you can adjust your geo. Like so. And pull maybe like angle in like that. And you want to work on top view, and then we'll do the same thing to this one. So we want to try to align it the best we can, and then adjust the geo. Let's grab the vertex, pull it, drop it in, like so. Grab this, drag it to the edge, like so. Then I believe I have like a little angle, let's see, and a little dip in this way. See? Sorry, my hand's a little shaky there for some reason. It's not bad. There you go. All right, let's look. Okay, so what's causing that is we're off on angles, so we can fix that here too. Drop that down, like so. And bring that up. We'll go here and we'll look at this one. Okay, that one's funkified too, so we'll fix that one as well. Go here, grab all these, and drag them straight down. And then grab this. Now, if you can't see because it's black because of the shader of Microsoft, right somewhere, I'm going to go ahead and drag these away now and then hide them. Okay. Hide. Cool. Alright, so now we have our ailerons. Let's go ahead and adjust this again. Looks about right there. Okay, let's see how they work. Alright, so see what's happening? It's because this dummy is off. See, this dummy right here is crooked. So therefore, it's going to be crooked. So what we want to do is you want to detach this by moving it out. Grab the memory point and just rotate it with the wing. So let's go ahead and find a straight line. Like so. Okay, snap. Okay, now you want to drag this back in. So you want to find the left aileron. Where is the left aileron gone? Somewhere in here. I know it is. There it is. So go ahead and drag that back into skeleton and let's see if that improves it. Okay, so it's got to be the animations off. So we can redo the animation. Actually, no, it looks crooked right here. Let's see. Keep going to front view. Yeah, let's just go ahead and redo the animation. So we have 5, right? 3. We have 3. So let's go ahead and delete these. Okay, so wait, well, let me look. Let me memorize this really quick. 1, 2 is down. So wait. 1, 0, 1 is up. 1 is up. 2 is straight. 3 is down. And 4 should be straight, right? No, 4 is down. Okay. Oh, well, it only goes to 3. So up, straight, down. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and delete these. Okay. Actually, what we want to do is set it back to 0 and then delete the keyframes. Okay. So now we're going to look at this again. And we're going to make sure this is straight above 2. So this is way off. So let's go ahead and fix this right now. So, wait a second, I'm on the wrong side, because this should be detached. No, this one's, oh, I put it back in, my bad. Let me put it back out. There we go, shouldn't have moved now. Yeah, there we go. On this one. Okay, so I think on the other side it does the opposite. So, yeah, this one goes down, straight up. This one goes down, straight up. So let's go ahead and fix that right now. Go ahead and drag this like this, and then delete these as well. Okay? Now that we got those deleted, let's go ahead and center this out. And then attach this back. So skeleton attached to aileron right. So drag it back in. And then now, if we move this dummy point and we set it to local, there we go. pretty good. I mean, we could move it back. Like we could crash into the wing a little bit more like that. Okay. So now, what we say? We said this was down, I think? Yeah, so let's put it auto and say down. One is straight. There we go. And 3 is, well, this is 2. So I believe 2 is up. Yep. And then 3 is up. Cool. Okay. So we'll turn off auto on that, and then we'll check this one. No rotations left to it, good. So let's go ahead and that's animated. This one's not, so let's go ahead and straighten this back out with the horizontal. And of course we have to detach it by dragging it out, not detach, just drag it out. So it's not parented anymore. And go ahead and rotate this. Oops. My rotations are off to what the heck. Okay. There we go. So rotate this like this and align it with the horizontal line. Cool. All right. Now that you have that, you can go ahead and move it downwards so it's not awkward. Like so. And then let's go ahead and drag this one. So skeleton, this is skeleton aileron left. Go ahead and find skeleton aileron 0 aileron left and drag it as parent again. Now, when you move this, you will have movement. So, I believe this one can slide over a little, and then we'll just go ahead and auto. And I believe the 0 is that one, and that's what I made a mistake on the other one. 1 is like that, 2 is straight. No, actually, I think I was right. 0 is down. Yeah. 0 is down. So we'll delete that. I'll know if the ailerons look all weird. But anyways, you get the logistics of it. And then we'll just go flat. Flat, okay? And then we'll go up. And then we'll go up again. So a little bit. Come on. Constraint. It's like wigging out. Okay, cool. Now just go ahead, turn off auto. And there we go. We've got ailerons and everything else. So we've got some funkiness going on here because we're probably going to have to do the same thing with the system because it's going all wacky here. So we'll probably have to clear those out. But you do it the same way as the ailerons. You just take the parent out, right? So you would separate the elevators from here. You would set the animation and then you would set this. Because, yeah, but right now it's going funky because it's probably this memory point down here. The parent, let's see. Yeah, it's probably this parent right here. That's why usually elevators are facing downward, like horizontal flat. But in this case, we get some weird downward, upward motion because it's backwards. So let's go ahead and see if we can fix that really quick. So let's go ahead and delete these. Right? And let's do the same thing as the I'll delete these. Okay. Then we'll auto select downward. And then of course so yeah, that's not going to work because we've got this thing. Alright, so let's inherit this instead. Let's go ahead and, in this case, let's go ahead and, there's always troubleshooting. So this is scale elevator percentage key. So it's looking for scale elevator. So let's go ahead and name this, drag this out, right? Just drag it out somewhere. Hopefully we can do it to the parent up here. Want it as a separate object. There. Okay, so drag that out, go back, select this one, and find scale elevator. So where did I put, I think it's right here. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? So that's scale elevator, we don't want that one. We want that one. We want that one. And we want, let's see, this one. We want this one. So you can separate that. Come on. Fine, I'll just unparent. Try to drag out and it doesn't work, so you can unlink it that the other way, but it'd be nice if you could just drag it instead of dealing with that crap all the time, but whatever. Okay, so then you got this elevator, so you want to put this elevator in, not scale elevator, you want to put this one in here. So you want to delete scale elevator, right? And now you're going to have to create two animations for this. So now that the host is gone, they work proper. See? So now you don't, oh no, that one's wigging out. This one's not wigging out. That one works perfect, but this one's like funkified. What is going on here? Well, we can fix that by just doing this. I'm not sure if I can fix this one. Just like that. You know what? I'm just gonna delete this one for now and then let's see, can we mirror this? Symmetrical flip. Symmetrical mirror. Put it in the center here. And then of course it's not going to go like that, is it? No. I'm going to separate because of the memory point. I'm going to have to do the geo. Hold on. Geo. Yep. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Going to have to reset X form. Reset. Collapse all. Go ahead and attach all of it. Unlink it. Try this again. Center to object, right? Okay. X form reset. Collapse. Done. Symmetrical. Flip. Let's see. Symmetrical and then mirror. There we go. Yay. It's not going to copy the same origin though. You know how I know? Because there's memory point on one side, there's no memory, or there's no dummy on the other side. Dummy, memory points, whatever. In the game, they're memory points, basically. Okay, so now we're going to collapse this, and then we're going to have to duplicate this one. And we know this is this way, so let's go backwards. I believe I won't be able to do that way. Let's see. No. It's too weird. It's just really hard to train on this one. Yep. Nope. Well, do it in the tutorial, right? Okay, so let's get this funky thing straightened back out. Like so. To the best of our ability. That's about straight. And line that back up. And it looks pretty good. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, no, see, that's not going to work because it's already been animated from the other side. So in this case, we're just going to have to say delete keys. And of course, it's going to reset. I'm just going to straighten this back out. Top view. Might be better to just recreate it. Let's see. Trying to get it lined up. It's all funky. Yeah, let's just recreate that for now. So what do we got? Where did it get stuck? It's in the downward motion right now. That one's on hook 2. Alright, well, let's just do that. So the best way is just drag another dummy point out, and you do that by just going to point dummy, drag this out. And so, okay. And of course it's not lined up because why would it be? It's gonna go to the center of rotation. And then we're gonna go here and we're gonna take it off local. We're gonna rotate like so. And we're gonna put it here. And then we're gonna look at our amazing work. Because no, it's not amazing because now we have to hook it up. And we need the correct name. So let's go ahead and go to our skeleton. And this one's elevator 2. So we'll just rename it. Not rename it, take its name. Then name this one elevator 1. Skeleton elevator 1. Great. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and hook up this one again. Because this one lost its friend and needs it back. So that's elevator 2. And that's elevator 2, okay, elevator 2, so 2 goes in 2. And then if we look, we restored it. Yeah, there we go. So now, let's look at this one. Yeah, this one needs work. So this one is funkified. So let's go ahead and detach this one, because this one's obviously still part of that. Now you have this. And this would be elevator 1. Okay. Now let's go to elevator 1, elevator 1, elevator 1. And we want this one as, not scale, I want these ones as x0. Okay, and then we'll change the other one. No, elevator, not 0, 2, we'll do 2. There we go. Okay, so now we have this set. So now if we go back to our local rotation, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now that this is set, let's go ahead and set the motions. Hit 0, set a frame. You can go over here to the bottom and hit 1. And then go ahead and just rotate this. Like so, I believe it goes like that. And then 2 goes up, like so, and 3 kind of goes a little bit more up, right? No, that is 3. Right there, 3. Yeah, go a little bit up. There we go. So now, we look. We have an animation, and of course that one's messed up. Why is that one messed up now? What? Why did I detach that one? What is going on here? Why is this one messing up? It should be detached. Oh no, this one's not detached. This is... These names are ridiculous. So that's the skeleton. That's the aileron. Okay, we can turn that off now. That's the skeleton there. That's not a skeleton, that's X0. And then that's the memory point, which is right. And of course I can't click on it because it's not gonna let me. They're elevator 2. So what in Sam heck is this? Nothing. So we'll delete it. Probably leftover. Alright, so that's what happened. So let's go ahead and select this aileron. So we got elevator 2 and elevator 3. So let's just go ahead and rename this back to elevator 2. Okay. And let's go check the animation. And there we go. We don't have any Funkify there. And then if we unhide this one, or the flaps, not the flaps, unhide the elevator. Yeah, cool. All right, here we go. All right, so let's export this, and what do we got here? We got a rudder. I believe the rudder is here on the Predator drone, or that was the rudder? Not sure. Like I said, I didn't do my research on the drone. I apologize. I'm just gonna move this into place. I'll make a rudder. It already has the motion. See? So now I just need to find something cool. Well, there's the original rudder. We got this flat object. That'll work. So what is this called? This is called a surface. All right, surface, come with me. Just go ahead and clone this to an object. And we do the exact same thing. So you want to take this object and you want to say, go ahead, affect pivot only and center to object. And then you go ahead and rotate them. Now, if it rotates and gets all skewed, then you're going to have to transform. Let's see what it does. Ready? Yeah, okay, it's fine. So let's go ahead and rotate, in this case, right here. We're going to rotate the Z in -90 degrees. Okay, and there we go. And we're going to hit V and L, and then we're going to go here and we're going to shrink this down for the wireframe mode, SF3. Then we're going to click on this object and we're going to, well, apparently we are not centered because our transform is way over there. So we're just going to go here, select the object. What the heck is going on? Center object, there we go. Okay, and there we go. So now we line this up. I'm gonna make it a little bigger if we want. And we have not lined it up, correction. Now we have lined it up, correction. See? Yeah, it's pretty lined up. Okay. Now let's just go ahead into the geo and fix this craziness. So we'll just go to vertex mode and we'll just size this in, size this in. Now we have a memory point, but it's just a little bit crooked, and we don't want that. Okay, so what we got is we got scale rudder. Okay, so let's see, what is this called? This is 0x rudder rudder 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag that into rudder. And then we can delete this old one. And then let's go ahead and rename it rudder. Okay. Now let's go into the memory point, Excel, Babylon animation group, and look at rudder percentage. Scale rudder, skull rudder, we are good to go. We don't need anything more. It's already parented. We have the animation, we're good to go. So let's go ahead and check out our drone right now. So let's save it, because you should always save. Export, and let's go 0, 0. Okay, and then let's go Babylon exporter 0, 1. Okay, and then let's go to open, and I'm going to open when everything happens, it just happens, because I don't get it. We'll just open the shortcut, but normally you go to just your sample, your SDK file, and then sample. But my hard drive is acting weird right now. It's just kicking me back and not listening. So let's just go ahead and build this. Let's go ahead and check. And all I did was go dev mode up here, open, and then I went to my SDK, but for some reason my SDK doesn't want to select, even though it'll select just fine for you. So if I go to drone right here, and then simple aircraft project, there we go. I don't know what's going on. This computer's wigging out. And then you just go to view, inspector, build package. Excel. Now, all you do is you go to your profile, hangar, and you find your plane. And there it is. So in this case, you want to put it in the air, because it just crashed and land. We haven't set up the things, so let's just go ahead and launch. World builder here, and we'll fly right here. The drone's taking off. Oh, we'll put it over the Air Force Base. Why not? Air Force Base over here somewhere. Where is it? Lewis. Is it Lewis? Or is it, what is it? Not Tacoma. My map is freaking out right now. Everything's like freaking out. There's runway. No, there's an Air Force Base here somewhere. Where is it? Where you be? No, did I get it wrong? Is that an Air Force Base? No, that's a harbor. What is, like, come on, computer. Like, you're embarrassing me in the tutorial here. I don't know what you're doing. Just freaking out. There it is. McCord. Hehehehe. Drone. McCord. One of your drones got away. It's like embarrassing my computer. It's like, oh, I'm gonna lag up now. And nothing open running. My CPU is like skyrocketing. Okay, so now if I go on my little joystick here, or controller, get ready to fly, and there we go. And voila! You have working ailerons. There you go. And there you go. We have a working rudder. Oh wait, is that the wrong project? No, that is the project. So why does it have back fins? Hold on, let me look really quick. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder what it's exporting it to. What are you exporting to? My drone sample project aircraft 1. Am I looking at this wrong? Am I going crazy? No. Okay, let's try that again. So if we go here, right, and we say SDK main drone 0. Done. Then we'll go back. Then we'll say 1. And technically you aren't supposed to do that. You're supposed to create LODs for all of them, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm just showing you 0, like I said, so yeah. You can create, it's just the same thing. You're just gonna put a 1. So if this was example of 1 and you were creating this, then you would just copy this, so you would make sure all this is in 0. You just clone this, like you would create a new group and then delete the object. So you would just take this out of here and put this in default for now, right? Then you can call this, did I clone that? I think that's clone, right? No, oops, oops, clone it, right? Copy, copy. Okay, and then you just name it like X1, right? And then you just drag it in the hierarchy. So you just drag it here. Yep. Don't work right now. Create an empty layer. There we go. X1. Then you would just call this X1. And you'll see what I mean. So let me go ahead and export, not this one. So let me turn off these. Actually, we have a missing part snuck away. Let's see what camera. Wow. Is the flap on in here? No, the flap's on in here. Cool. And then let's see. So if we turn this off again, oh, we have our rudder in there. So we want this in there. And we're not doing this, remember, we're not doing this in the hierarchy. We're not wrecking the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy. We're just moving the parts in the correct layer. So then we're gonna check this again. There's nothing important right there. So go ahead and 0. So what this is you would turn off this, right? And then you would say, I don't know, I'll make this 2, right? And you say export, okay? And then let's go ahead and export the good stuff. Skeleton is 0 and 1, so 0. And of course it always goes back to flight simulator. And then go to 1. Now if you're having a problem, if your project's staying like not updated, it's probably because you need to do this. So I've seen this before, and I don't know if this is just a bug in place somewhere. So I'm going to open up my recent project, and what you want to do is you want to go to clean all, because otherwise it stays everything in there. So clean all, and then you want to see, so everything's built, right? So now you say build all, and of course it's going to build all the files of Microsoft Flight Simulator and stuff. But we should get our updated copy. Let's see. I'm just building the pilot. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, this still has flaps. What? Let's see. Sample aircraft. My drone. Maybe I'm in the wrong one? Let's try this. So I set up the drone, so we're going to have to clean it again. I should have changed aircraft because I can cause it to crash. But let's see. Because all this is just like random nothing, and the machine's freaking out because you're building and trying to build at the same time. But yeah, it's all right. Okay. Let's see if it works. Oh, we got manufacturing. Hey, there we go. That looks more like it. And then we'll see how this runs. So we'll put this by McCord again. No, is it McCord? What is it? Yeah, McCord. Sorry. Let's try this out. And more like it's just one of the propellers showing, because it's hooked up to the animation, but we'll see. Or it's bugged out. It's not supposed to. Yeah, there you go. It works. And there you go. We've got everything working. So I hope this tutorial has been helpful. See, it's doing my maneuver, what I figured out in animation. It looks more realistic that way, because when propellers move, they do all kinds of weird stuff. But anyways, hopefully this helps. Like I said, the landing gear doesn't work or anything. But, and then you have your lights everywhere, but I'll explain that in the tutorial. Like I said, I hope this helps, and I hope I enlighten you. Please, like I said, I'm not mean at all. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'd be glad to help you. Just leave them in the comments down below. And like I said, you like my stuff, like and subscribe. It only helps me out, only makes me be able to create more and spend more time towards what I love doing. So anyways, I am, who am I? I am 3D Flight Dreams, actually. And this is Games in Dev, and I'm gonna, plow this drone into the ground. But like I said, any questions, anything, and spread love, and I guess have a good day. So I'm just gonna shut down my engine. And, like, it's very light right now, so I'm just gonna crash. But yeah. Cool. All right, right on. Have a good one.